I got to keep this short. It's copper cutlass, and we're working on the olds today. I'm drilling the holes for the cross member, and I got one side done. The other side I got to drill yet, but I'm going to show you guys kind of what I like to use. I'm not brand loyal. As you see, I'm using a DeWalt 20 volt lithium ion drill. This drill is great. I use it a lot in the shop. We're drilling spot welds out of cars, replacing panels, all that stuff. And I know the Milwaukee fanboys got to be hating me right now, but when one of the perks of when Mac got bought out by DeWalt is that the Mac DeWalt stuff is all the same and interchangeable. It's all pretty much DeWalt. But their battery deals are really, really good compared to what you would get in the store. So, and my DeWalt stuff has actually lasted me much better in the shop than my Milwaukee stuff. And my Snap-on stuff has completely outlived everything. I actually use it now at home. Some of that stuff, it's the 14.4 volt lithium ion line. My ratchet is one of the original first designs with the steel head on it. Now it's all composite and shitty. But I still have my, quarter-inch screw, driver, the quarter-inch impact, the 3/8 impact, the drill, the 3/8 drill. Pretty much I had all Snap-on 14.4 stuff. Again, I would get deals on batteries and chargers and buy stuff. And I eventually phased that out. And I ended up going to Mac DeWalt because I felt like it was going to be a better deal. So moving forward, this drill does a great job. I haven't smoked it out yet, haven't killed it, and I've had it for over 2 years and works really, really well. So my next favorite thing to talk about is one of the products that I hype up to all my friends is the Snap-on high-speed Thunder bit set. These are absolutely awesome. Why? You can grind them and not void the warranty, and they're designed that way. You see where it says easy filing? You can take these and touch them up on the grinder, and poof, your smoked out drill bit is good again. You just got to make sure that you match the angle. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get it dead nuts, but you can see, let's see, the 5/16 I used. I sharpened that up before I even started working. And these really, they don't like throw out like curly cues. They throw out like chips, like a milling bit. They work really, really well. They're not nearly as tapered as a conventional drill bit. I actually bought this particular set over 10 years ago, and I still have them. I have them as backups, and I have another one. It's actually sitting over there next to the car that I bought because I lost a lot of the smaller bits, and like the 1/8 inch and the 3/16 is something that I actually use quite a bit. I don't really like to use the 1/8 inch as a pilot. I'll show you guys what I use as a pilot. We'll come over here. So you can get these, trying to lay down. You can get these bits at Harbor Freight. If my fucking phone will zoom or focus. So you can get these 1/8 inch double-ended bits at Harbor Freight in their Bauer line, I believe. I've been buying these for years. I buy them almost as a sacrificial bit. For like $5, you get 5 bits. They last quite a bit. They work really well. They're pretty damn tough. And for me, when you're replacing a panel and you got to drill a pilot for your spot weld cutter, even their spot weld cutters, to me, are like sacrificial. If I buy like 2 or 3 of them for a couple of, $25 or whatever. If it'll get me through the job, boom. Instead of buying the expensive name brand by Blair, I, bought the cheaper ones, and I'll chalk it up to that's the cost of doing business, and I'll replace the bits per the job because sometimes it's going to happen. So we'll crawl under here. We got this all tightened up already, and maybe in this shot you'll be able to see the drill bits a lot better. But yeah, these are I got my 3/8 bolts in here. Everything's set up pretty good. I got to drill the other side yet, but I figured this would be a great point to talk about it. I still got to make my spacers. So I'm just gonna buy some bar stock. We needed to go up a hair higher, so you figure this is 1/8 inch. We needed a 1/2 inch to be at stock height, which the driveline angles weren't ideal. I think with a 1/2 inch with this setup, it'll be nice and easy. And again, the whole concept of having the spacer in there is that when you go to take this all apart, you take your bolts out, you slide your spacer out of each side, and then, you know, you're going to have to get your transmission up a little bit, but it should slide out a little bit easier because we did add a little bit of wiggle room, which is the concept, I guess, idea. It kind of happened by mistake, to be honest with you. But either way, this is one of the last things for the box work and stuff. As I mentioned in the other video, JJ has my roll cage kit. We weren't able to make it out there. It started snowing. The weather started getting crappy, and heading out that way on the highway is like, you know, getting into the, you know, Southern 500 or something. Assholes everywhere driving like maniacs. So what I'm probably going to do tomorrow, after I'm helping out my buddy Mike that I race with, we're going to do some work on his truck. And then once we're done, I'm probably going to come in here and take off my, I'm going to have to move the car. I'm going to put it back down and put it on the rollers, and I'm going to move it and get the MSD, the panel, and everything out of it so that I can put the down tubes in and at least throughout the week start cutting the floor and start prepping the frame. I mean, I was giving myself a big enough window, but we're kind of moving along here. So, yeah, I got to do that side, and then once we're done, you know, once we cut the floors up, there'll be prep work, and I'll make a video about that. But for today, it was kind of a nice and easy day. So there you go. There you have it. Share, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as Copper Cutlass, and we'll have more shit coming your way.